Welcome to another episode of These Two Girls podcast, where we share our views on love, life, and everything in between.
With your host, Candy.
And Cheyenne, welcome back, guys.
Welcome. Yes, welcome back. We are here
I
again.
don't think we have to apologize this time. I think
No apology needed.
we're doing okay right now.
Yes, we're in good standing with you guys. Yes, right? Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So what's
I
been
hope you
going
guys
on?
liked the last episode,
Yes.
Isn't that cool, this whole road tripping,
I
hiking?
know. And the
Yeah.
other day I was on my way to Nashville and I was thinking about her and I'm like, I don't even know where what's his name again? would be driving to meet her. I was just thinking
Oh,
like, geez,
oh, her boyfriend. Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
I don't remember, I don't know where, like, how that works, but well, definitely you guys can keep up with her page and
Yes,
see
definitely
what's
keep up with
going
her
on.
page, support, share. Yep, she is representing for not only Jamaicans, but women,
Yeah,
black women. Yeah, she's just doing her thing. So that's what's up.
right.
So,
Yeah.
anywho,
So, anything
yeah.
new going on?
Oh,
No, more
girl.
of the same.
So, did you get your taxes yet?
My dad did it the other day, but I haven't gotten the money yet.
Please make sure you do not spend all of your tax money on Jay-Z and Beyonce tickets. Girl.
Girl, I don't think I'm getting that much back to be able to afford those tickets. So, that's the first thing.
I saw this posting the other day where this girl said she spent her rent money
No.
purchasing these
See,
tickets and
mm-mm.
now she ain't have no rent money.
See,
And I'm
that's
like,
reckless
really?
behavior. Yeah, that's
She must
reckless
be
behavior.
definitely part of the
The beehive.
beehive.
Man,
Yeah, cuz I am interested in going. I would like to go,
yes.
I would, but I can't see myself spending over $100 for these tickets.
Well, see, what I see now is that these are regular prices for Beyonce tickets, right? But
Clearly.
my thing is, what is the point when there's no new music? I mean, there's no new music from the last shows of either of them. Jay-Z just finished touring his 444.
Mhm.
He has no
Mhm.
new music. Beyonce just finished, touring. And they
Maybe
both
it's a
just did On the
surprise.
Run 1, well, 1, the original.
Mhm.
And so I'm confused as to what's going on. I mean, yeah, Beyonce could drop an album like in 2 minutes.
Right.
So,
Right.
and
They can do that though. They can, and even if it's a throwback stuff, like we still love the throwback stuff, right?
right. But it's just like, why do their tickets have to be so expensive? They don't need the money.
Do you notice though the time frames in which they announce these things? Do you notice it?
I did not notice that. Well, I mean, is it the same time all the time?
It's always around tax season time. Like,
I
who
never
came up with that
noticed that.
marketing plan? That's like really good. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Like, I wish they had dropped Bruno's info that time. I'm still mad that I missed that concert, but it's cool. And I was talking to a friend over the weekend because she wants us to go. She wants
Mm-hmm.
to make it, a girls' night or something like that. And I was telling her like the tickets are up there. And she's like, well, look at it this way. If you're spending a little over 100 or whatever, just think about it. You're spending like 50 something for Jay-Z and 50 something for Beyonce. So think of it that way. You're getting two for the price, And I was like,
Oh, gosh.
well, I mean, if you want to put it that way, I still haven't bought it yet, but she
Right.
was just trying to make it make sense, how it made sense to her. And she's like, how often are you going to get to see Jay and B
Yeah.
together? But we'll see.
I.
I'm not part of the Beehive. Just want to put that out there. We're not. Shine
We're
isn't either, right,
clearly not.
Shy?
We're clearly
Yeah,
not.
we're
We wouldn't
not.
be having this conversation. We would be talking about how we've already bought our tickets.
Oh
And
yeah, right. And what outfit we're gonna wear,
right,
right?
we would have. Yeah, it would have been a whole different
Yeah,
conversation.
yeah. We are not part of the Beehive. I'm not that. Yeah. And I'm not knocking all the Beehive fans. If that's what y'all want to do, that's cool.
I mean, yeah, do
We
you,
just
boo
that's
boo?
just not that's just not us.
No,
Well,
I gotta pay for what you call it, question bank to start doing questions for all my tests that I gotta take, and I gotta buy a year subscription, and that mug is $400 and something.
mm,
So that's where my tax return is going.
right, right. Hey, I'm. That makes sense.
I even wanted to buy myself an Apple Watch, and I was like, girl, you need to buy these questions, not this watch. I need new
You know what's
tires.
a good
Okay,
watch too? The Fit. Well, you're into Apple. I think it's like
the
a
Fitbit.
Roxanne, the Fitbit
Yeah.
Buzz or something like that.
Yeah, I
That
feel
one
like
looks
if I'm
really
gonna
cool.
buy one of those kind of watches, I might as well just buy the Apple so it's like fully compatible with everything on my
Okay, so you're
phone.
currently part of the Apple Hive. Yeah.
Well,
All right,
because
girl.
everything I have is Apple, so it's just better to be
Apple
like
Hive.
synchronized across.
All
Yeah.
right, all right. I'm all right. So that's where your money would go. So
Yeah,
okay,
right now it's going to UWorld questions, so
right. Hey,
I need to buy stock
I
in
will
this
knock
that
it.
company. That's really what
You
I need to
should.
do.
You
I was
should.
actually looking it up the other day, but I think they might not be a public company, so you can't buy stocks.
Mm,
Yeah, but I'm still doing some research. But yeah,
okay. Okay.
what
I
else is
hear you.
new?
Um. Let's see. Other than Beyonce and Jay Z trying to take our tax money like they need it, um, what's going on in the world? I don't know. Oh,
Oh,
I hear your girl could be pregnant because
who?
you're a
Cardi?
huge Cardi B fan.
Bartier Cardi?
Barty and Cardi, yes, you're a huge fan.
Man,
Yes, and I heard something on
I don't
the
think she.
radio
I don't think she's
the
pregnant.
other
I think
day,
she just eating good. You know,
and she's
she got this
probably
money,
we'll
and
we'll see.
but even if she is, you know what? Okay, you
Yeah,
know,
right. It still don't pay our bills or put
okay.
food in our mouths. So you
Listen,
know,
what's her face? The Kardashians. Kylie was pregnant, and nobody.
girl,
Well, there was no confirmation. I'm just like, and then y'all spent 9 months speculating whether this girl was pregnant or not.
right?
And then, at the end, she just comes out and says, yes, I was pregnant this whole time and all this. I'm just like, okay. And she got Kardashian money. Like, she can be 21, 22 and have a whole baby. Like, and it be nothing to her. Her life
And
don't have
hide a
to
whole
stop. And
baby. She
hide a
hid a
whole
whole baby.
pregnancy.
She hid a
Like,
whole
yeah.
pregnancy for 9 months.
And her life didn't stop. She just still living, and she gonna have this whole
Right.
baby, and her life not gonna
And her
stop.
body bounced back.
Body
Do you
snatch
see?
back
You see
game.
that?
Yeah.
Snatched.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, you know what? Until I get to those levels, I don't really care what y'all celebrities do. Like, I can't, I'm over here trying to
Yeah.
lose 10 pounds for the last 3 years. Like, it's just, it's just not, no, I don't have time.
Oh, I know you didn't.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
Those are my priorities right
that
now.
one did sweet me. Yes, man, that one did sweet me. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I
I hear you.
mean, I got bigger issues than Kylie or Cardi being pregnant. Just they gonna have a big, like, if I got pregnant right now, then that would be a really big issue. Like, you know, you
Right? Oh my
you
goodness.
imagine,
What a
like,
difference, right?
exactly.
Cardi getting pregnant versus Cheyenne getting
My whole
pregnant.
life would have to stop. Okay, like, I
Oh
could probably do
gosh.
some more clinicals pregnant, but everybody would be looking at me crazy, like, girl, what? Aren't you supposed to be in school? Why are you pregnant? You know?
Well, maybe you can send your baby home, you know?
Oh yeah? Oh, that's what you think. You think Sonia and Dwight go let me send my baby home to them? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that be kind
Uh-huh.
of,
Some people are
I was.
lucky, but
Some
mm-mm.
people are lucky. Like I was talking to this lady the other day, and her daughter is about to enter high school, and she had her daughter when she got pregnant when she was young. So she was saying that if her daughter happens to, she's just thinking futuristic.
Yeah.
She's like, if her daughter got pregnant like in high school or after high school or something, she would take the baby and allow her daughter to finish out whatever she had, she'd have to do, and then she'd come back and get her baby.
That is admirable. That's
I'm
lovely.
like, that's
You
what's
go,
up. You
girl.
gonna stop everything you have to do and take care of this baby? She's like, yes, she doesn't want her daughter to struggle, and she wants her
Then
daughter
her
to set up
daughter shouldn't have
herself.
been.
And let's hope her daughter doesn't bring home a second baby. That's all I was thinking, in that, So,
Listen, right now.
I gave her props for that. She's gonna be there for her daughter. So hey, maybe you can talk to Sonia and Dwight and
No.
Shanique can pitch in.
Shanique.
You have lots of aunts too. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you have a large family. Yeah, I know you got peoples in Jamaica too. You can.
You funny. You real funny.
Yeah, someone's gonna be upset with
the
it.
way they would be so the way they would be so disappointed. Like, first of all, you see how long it's taking me to finish med school. They're gonna be even more upset. Like, girl, what?
You're saying please don't get pregnant, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm not about that life.
Good.
I'm out here trying to figure out how to go to clinicals every day, come home, work out, eat right, drink water, moisturize my hair, and how to figure out how to go to concerts at the same time. Like, it's just, and travel,
Right.
Trying to get some experiences out here before my 20s are done.
It's really, didn't last episode you shared with everyone that you just turned 29?
Yeah, I know. So you see, I have a time constraint.
You definitely do. You definitely do. So, well, so good luck to you on that. You about to be right with me, girl. You're right here in them 30s.
On that note, we can go ahead and go right into the episode. What we got going on today.
Yeah.
Okay, so today we have some guests. I want to tell you guys, Candi has been super excited about these guests.
Okay.
She called me the other day and she's like, so I have this couple, and I'm like, okay.
Are you gonna do that right in front of them, Sean?
Yes.
Okay.
If you're fanning out right now.
All right. It's so
but it's
embarrassing.
okay.
Okay.
So tell us who our guests are, Candi.
Okay, so it's this couple, and they're called the Flippin Travelers. And I think they're pretty cool, what they're doing, how they're making it work. And, we're going to get them to talk about all of that in a few. So welcome, Flippin Travelers, Tim
Thank you
and Millie.
Thank you for having us.
Welcome.
Yeah.
And guess what, guys? We're recording
on location,
right, from their tiny home, which is so cool. We're sitting here at their dining room table.
Yeah, that's in the kitchen, next to the living room.
Next to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So
it's been really comfy. I got some tea.
It is. She made us some
It's
tea.
great.
She gave me some seltzer water. I don't really like it.
Welcome.
It's okay. It's not for everybody.
But
Welcome,
it's nice.
You want tea?
No, I'm good. Thank you. So we're in their home, and now we're going to get into some stuff. So, Millie and Tim, let's start out. So, they're married, y'all. Tell us, how did you guys meet?
Ooh,
Tell us about that.
On this one, babe.
Well, we met about 15 years ago.
Whoa.
So we met in 2003 at Just for Feet. I think it was her first job after she moved down here from Connecticut.
Okay.
I was still in high school, by the way.
What high school?
Oh my God, Blanchely High School.
Yeah, she was gonna play. I was in Piper.
Oh, okay. I knew there was Piper.
And
I knew Piper was somewhere in there. I was
Yeah.
trying to get you to say
too?
that. Yeah.
Oh,
Piper.
forget y'all.
Yeah.
Come on.
So, anyways, I think I was in my last year. I was about to graduate the following year.
Yes.
So I saw her, come into Just for Feet, and I was like, yeah, who is that?
Ooh.
Love at first sight.
Yeah, and I mean, from the time I saw her, it was just like pretty much, all right, I made it my mission to
He was bald though, because
talk to him.
the day that he approached me, I used to hang around with a whole bunch of like Spanish, Mexican,
Okay.
I don't, with the lowriders kind of thing.
So she had a few
the lowrider
Mexican
cars?
friends. She had a few
Okay,
Mexican
okay,
Those
yes.
cars that are all like
Okay.
souped up or whatever.
Right.
And they were all friends. We just had like a really good relationship, like in school. And one of my friends came and picked me up from work, and Tim had the nerve to call me over from that car that I was in with another guy.
That's bold.
Really?
Not
Yeah.
knowing that
Well,
if it was my boyfriend or anything
I'll
like
kind
that.
of clear that up just a little bit. She wasn't in the car, and it
I
was
think
about
I
three
was.
guys.
Okay.
And you were walking towards the car. So, anyways, prior to that, before I just decided to,
Okay.
That's
but prior to me, just calling her and saying, "Hey, I want to talk to you," I heard that she thought I was cute. So I was like, I had my opening.
Shoot your shot.
Yes.
Have we
You know
been
what
talking
I'm
about that,
saying?
y'all?
So- Shoot your shot, yeah.
So
Shoot your
I got like
shot.
that hint. So once I heard that, I was like, okay, I'm open to
Yes.
approach.
All right. All right.
So I
That's
think
what's up.
I was they put me to train her at the time.
Really?
So, yeah, I was mad.
Somebody
nervous.
somebody
shy.
was trying to get
Yeah,
it work.
so I don't know what was
Somebody.
going on, but I was like, yo, thank God. I was shy and nervous, but that's how we met, just the feet. And,
Okay.
I
Hated
taught
that
her
job.
and worked together. And
You hated
took
that
off from
I
job?
there.
had to sell shoes, and I was at the time the worst seller ever.
I taught you well, though.
But you did, yeah. Now we're like the best team at reselling stuff.
I know, right?
We can sell anything. We can
nice.
sell a rock.
Yeah,
Okay, which we'll get into. Okay, so, and that brings it to,
Well, how long have you guys been married?
We've been married 4 years.
Oh.
4
Okay.
years.
4 years. Okay.
Since October 2013, so I think we're in our 5th year.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh my
Congrats.
God, time flies.
Yes.
Yeah, time flies, so...
That's
Awesome.
That's
yeah.
that's
Well, it took some time, but, we eventually
made it through.
got married.
I think we were just young and
And that's okay.
that's
Yeah.
not
fine.
ready to be. Well, he wasn't ready to be
Yeah,
married.
you were...
Someone.
Rolls
Someone.
eyes.
Yeah.
At the
So-
time, but I
Yeah.
think again it goes to timing. Like
Right,
I
it
told
was-
you before,
right.
I think everything has its own timing. I'm like a strong believer that what's meant to be is meant to be, but you cannot rush into things. You just have to let things be. Like I've been, as you guys know, we have a new addition to the family, Hope,
Right. Hope.
and
Where's Hope? Where?
She's over
she's
there.
in.
Oh,
She's in the cage.
okay, she's in
Crate
the cage.
training.
Okay.
I wanted a dog for like the longest, and he's like, "No, babe, it's not the right time. No, babe, it's not the right time." And it's like, why it's not the right time? I'm like, it's the right time now. Like I wanted a dog now, but he's always so like timing thing, and I'm like, okay. And it happened to be like on Valentine. I'm like, that is the perfect time.
Did you
like,
see? Did you see that video?
No.
When, guys, after this, watch the video when
We're gonna
when
plug
Tim
their
surprises
stuff, yeah.
yes Millie with this dog.
Uh-huh.
It's priceless. Her
Okay.
expression, it's really
I
yeah.
cry like a baby.
I felt it. I was like, "Aw." Okay.
So the Flippin Travelers.
Yeah.
What the flip does that mean? You
What
know?
the flip?
Well, you can take this one away if you like.
It can go both ways. Some people may take it the flipping
Right.
travelers. Don't wanna
Right.
get there.
They're gonna be flipping traveling.
Flip, like
right.
flipping
Yeah.
travelers.
That's what I thought at first.
Right.
Yes.
And then
But it's really because we are online resellers.
Uh-huh.
We actually do e-commerce. We do
Right.
eBay, we do Amazon, and other platforms. Every platform that we can sell, we sell.
Nice.
Okay.
Even in Jamaica.
okay.
Right. So can I just say something really quick? I thought it was the other flipping.
The other flipping travelers.
And it was Cheyenne that said something yesterday when I was like, oh yeah, the selling. I had a slow moment.
Right.
It took yesterday for me to realize what the
Right.
what the other side of what the flipping
I
could
think
mean.
we're still like mulling it in a way where people can kind of understand, but it's gonna always go two ways. People are gonna take it how they
Right.
get it, but like even on our social media, we have it where we travel, find, flip, and repeat. That's kind of like our
little
So,
motto
yeah.
thing.
I like it.
Repeat.
So if
I like
people,
it.
get
Travel,
that,
find,
understand
flip,
that, then
and
they can
repeat.
like, they're just flipping things to
Right. Yeah.
live on the road. and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, that works.
Well, I think it's okay if people get it
Yeah.
both ways.
Yeah.
Right, that's
It's
the
a
whole
nice
point.
play
We
on
kinda-
words.
True,
Yes.
true.
I forget, what do you call it? It's not an oxymoron.
A pun, maybe?
I don't know.
No.
There's a
Are we
word.
gonna go back to
for it.
school?
It's
Right?
something.
Yeah.
Right now? Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the flipping travelers. So
So you guys are, so like you just said, you're traveling on the road and you're living on the road, selling
Pretty much.
things.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get to this point? You know,
Good question.
Right.
whose idea was this?
It was kind of both of our ideas. It first started off with like, we just always wanted to travel. We were always trying to find a way to travel or,
Yeah.
And I go back to work.
Yeah. So we were coming back. We took a trip to Naples one time. It was like a staycation. And we were driving back, and Millie just, mentioned that, hey, we can probably go on the road and she can do her therapist thing like a travel nurse. So when she said that, I was like, hold on, so...
He got all excited.
And I was like... leave work and, yeah.
For real?
So at that time...
serious?
Yeah, at that time, I was going through the issues with my back.
Right.
With the herniated disc that I have on my back. So I was also thinking of how or what we can do to get out of, doing that. So...
Right.
We said, why not, we sell online. I can start selling online. We can get contracts for her, her occupational therapy. And it kind of just went from there. We just started planning.
Again, it was like a domino effect.
Yeah.
Everything just fell at the right time, at the right place. It just...
Yeah.
It was crazy how we have evolved in a matter of a year. Not even a year, because it will be a year in April. And
Since
how much
we started?
Since we started.
Wow.
Since we actually took this thing and just went on the road.
Yeah.
And decided to just get out of our comfort zone. Was it an easy transition? Absolutely not. I had a Jeep in which I dearly love.
This is the second time I'm hearing about this Jeep.
Right? Yes.
So now I know.
Yeah. I didn't know
getting rid of the Jeep was like hard.
Keep the Jeep. Travel around and
So
the Jeep later on.
So that means you guys had to get rid of
our cars.
How did you guys do that? How did you get rid of?
Man,
a lot of research. Okay, we had to get rid of 2 cars, which were pretty much 2 brand new loans.
Okay.
We had the loans for about a year each.
Okay.
Meaning if you have a car loan for less than a year, you're pretty much going to be upside down on the car because the car is still new. You haven't paid enough on the car. Do that make sense?
Yeah, so that could have been we knew we wanted to do it, so we were kind of figuring out like, how can we do this now? We knew we were going to be upside down a little bit with things like that, but we figured, we'll make it up in certain ways with things that we were going to sell, but we knew we just wanted to go on the road. So we were like,
it was going to happen.
Yeah,
we just took we took a loss with the cars.
We took a loss.
But I think the experiences that we've gained from all this have been priceless. I don't think I can put a tag on anything that we've done and everything that we've learned and just gaining our time back. I haven't worked since August. I have worked since I'm 12 years old. I was having literally anxiety attacks because I was not working. Because I thought that I had to go to work the next
get
morning.
Up in the morning.
I'm like, I have to go. It was seriously bad. Like I'm telling him,
because when you have a job, you have that.
When you have a job, you have a security where like, all right, I go to work, I get a paycheck, and now it's like more like, okay, I have to put in the work to get money.
Right.
Which now I get the concept, but it took me a while to kind of rewire my brain to understand that I will be making less, but I will have more time in my hands to do other things in order to improve our future, Yeah. So
you got rid of the 2 vehicles.
2 vehicles.
What?
All your had one truck for a little bit of time. When we got rid of the 2 cars that we had, we were down to 1 truck.
Oh my god, that was
until we were just ready to go.
When how long ago before? Was it like 6 months prior?
It was like 2. It's not 6 months. Like
no, it was like 6.
Yeah. Anyhow.
We got rid of the truck before, like both cars, and we had the truck for a time.
This truck.
Because we both worked in the same area, literally like 5 minutes away from us. We used to carpool, so we used to drive together, but it was the hardest.
Yeah, we made that sacrifice to carpool, and then I just had to get a bike.
He got it was about 6 months.
I was gonna ask. I was just about to ask. Wasn't there a bike in the picture?
Yeah,
I got a bike just to kind of because we were starting to get off at different times. I was working late,
and it was tough because I would get out of work really, really grumpy. I was used to getting out of work and having that whole hour to decompress. and not
Now she
listen to
had me, now she
music,
had me
talk.
in the car.
And then I had him, and his job doesn't consist of him talking to people. I have to talk to old folks
So
all
now he's
day.
trying to talk to you.
And I'm like,
And
you don't
she's
want
trying to talk to me in the morning.
I'm a talking person in the morning, and he doesn't want to talk. And in the evening, I don't want to talk, and
But
he
he
wants
wants
to
to
talk. So we
talk.
were kind of like clashing a little bit because I was literally grumpy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
also,
when you
I
don't
would-
eat grumpy. That was
Yeah. But another thing, I think also once we decided to say we're gonna get rid of things, that also kind of helped us with like even learning with the reselling process. Because now we're like, all right, we're gonna sell our things. So now that's kind of what gave us a boost. Like we're gonna sell, a lot of. We had to get rid of almost everything.
So how did
So
you even find out about? I mean, how did you get into just to selling, the knowing that this is happening on eBay.
I think it's
Let's
been
take
instilled in
advantage.
us. Like for me, my mom would always go to garage sales. And
Right.
I used to dread going. She used to drag us with her sometimes and go, and I used to stay in the car. Yeah. I used to stay in the car, but she used to do that, and she used to ship stuff to Jamaica. That's for a store that she had. So it kind of like.
I think we've both had the hustling mentality always, and both of our moms were hustlers and
like thrifty
and always
smart
going
with
on
things.
garage sales and hunting for deals.
Isn't it crazy that you probably dislike those things about
I
your parents
hated
when
it.
you were
I used
younger?
to hide in
No.
the car, like, please, nobody from school see me.
Now I thank her. Now I call her and I say, Mom, this is
wow.
like, she
Is
gives
this
me
a good
advice.
thing? Yeah.
Wow.
So it's pretty crazy.
That's
Like,
nice.
thanks to them, we've took the reselling mindset to a whole nother level.
Right. A whole another level. Okay.
And we're thankful
And
for
then
that.
there's, YouTube and, there's videos that we just had to teach ourselves, like, how to do this. Because we knew nothing about, like,
We had
eBay,
no idea.
Amazon.
And to this day, we're still learning because there's so much.
to learn.
It definitely goes to show you that that people can still do these things. Sometimes you hear, oh, it's already been done. That market is tired. Everybody's already
And
doing
that's when I say I
it.
gotta go because you're negative plus.
Right.
Bye.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's what's up though. That's okay. So you got rid of the vehicles.
Did you have a
sold
house
your stuff.
or apartment?
What
or-
about that?
Well, we had an apartment. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were at that point. We were deciding. We were thinking of getting a house in Georgia or something like that. But we were like, no, we didn't have any kids. It was either we can, take this chance and do this now, or we can just buy a house, settle down, and go to work, and just stay in that routine. But we wanted something different. So we said the house will always be there. So we said we'll just leave everything and just hit the road.
I think also in the field that I'm in, the health care, and from him dealing with me every day and me not complaining but telling him my stories and what I go through, and I've dealt with people from all sorts,
All walks of life.
whatever, and rich people, poor people, middle class, and then just listening to their stories and kind of learning. One thing that they all had in common that they always said to me, I wish I would have traveled more. I wish I would have spent more time with my family. I wish I didn't have done this. These people were like filthy rich. Like I knew this old guy had no children, no family. He was alone. Filthy rich, but what are you going to do with all that money if you have nobody to share it with?
Yeah.
He never really focused in a relationship. But nowadays, I think we have the opportunity to focus on your relationship and also focus on your career. You know what I mean? Like, as long as you both have an understanding, you know? So I think that's one of the biggest things that has pushed us to be where we are now.
Nice.
So where are some of the places you guys have been so far?
Right.
Inside of in the U.S.
In the U.S. first, yes.
When we started
driving around.
We actually started April of last year, 2017. So the first place, just to get comfortable, we went to Pensacola, Florida.
Okay.
Which was 9 hours away, just to kind of test, the waters.
Okay.
And it was the first time I've never pulled anything like this with a truck, so I was already nervous. So we went to Pensacola then. So we've been to Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina,
South Alabama.
Oh, we went to Alabama. We forgot about that in the video. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Alabama, Virginia, pretty much
The
more or
whole
less
East
not the
Coast.
whole East Coast, but we've been to
Up to New York.
New York, New Jersey,
Okay.
Maryland, Pennsylvania.
Nice.
I think
That's with the
it.
RV.
Yes.
That's with the RV.
And what
That's
about
what
so
the
the
RV is
places
taking.
outside of the U.S. where have you?
Well,
visited outside?
thanks to this, we were able to spend. Well, I spent a month in Hawaii. He spent about 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
About
3 weeks. About 3 weeks in Hawaii, and then we were able to spend a month in Jamaica because our home. What we gotta do is park it in the storage, and let's go. Just bring your luggage.
Yeah, and it's not like you're paying
For
a
rent.
monthly rent or
Right,
monthly mortgage.
Right,
just
right.
kinda
Just park it.
Yeah.
work out. Yeah. So
Oh,
the
you pay
expenses were
storage.
kind of like paying for what we were doing,
Okay.
out of the country. So
So
yeah,
that's
we've been to
one thing
Hawaii.
that we love.
Yeah, so Hawaii, Jamaica, Mexico, Cayman Islands.
Nice.
What were the other places?
So far, that's it.
Which one of those has the best beaches, in your opinion?
The best.
Oh, we went. Where were we with the best beach? I like Jamaica, the 7 Mile Beach. But Hawaii,
7 Mile Beaches in Cayman
Negril.
Island. Oh wait,
No, that's
Yeah,
I'm
but-
confused.
There's a some mile thing in Cayman too, right?
Yeah, the
I
7
don't know.
Mile Beach too.
Something.
Oh, I'm not sure.
I think
Yeah.
so far I like Cayman beaches better than
I think Cayman
Jamaica.
Beaches.
And I'm Jamaican, so I don't know.
I think
I don't remember going to the beach in the Cayman
Okay.
I
Islands.
would think you guys were
Baby.
going to say Hawaii.
that's where you did the.
Yeah, see, Hawaii is cool and the beaches are nice in Hawaii, but the
water's
waves are
too
so
rough.
strong and it's
Okay.
too rough and it gets cloudy, so we didn't really get to.
Okay,
You know, we
okay.
tried, a few places that we snorkeled, which was nice.
The snorkel there is beautiful.
But
it's
it just depends on the time that you go.
because it's so rocky. You know,
Yeah.
Hawaii is very volcanic
Yes.
terrain.
Yeah.
When you're on the water and the waves get a little rough and you're snorkeling, I was afraid I was gonna scratch my face with one of the rocks.
Okay.
I mean, you have to have some kind of skill level of swimming, but it's beautiful.
Or just not be clumsy.
I'm clumsy.
So you definitely say that Hawaii was definitely
I think scenery wise,
Yeah,
Scenery
Hawaii. is
Hawaii.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I think each island has their own unique touch. Like
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
Jamaica,
okay.
not just because I'm married to somebody that's Jamaica, but I just enjoy it so much. I don't know, like the water, it's crystal clear. Like
Okay.
Yeah.
Puerto
The
Rico. We
sand.
went to Puerto Rico also.
Oh,
Did you
okay.
visit Puerto Rico?
no,
Yeah.
yeah,
They
well,
have some nice beaches there. Yeah.
Okay, so when you're going to like a new park, I like when we were driving in, we saw like registered camps. Like, how do you have to like call ahead and let them know
oh
you
yeah.
come in and sign up online or something? Like,
Yeah, that's pretty much how it has to be done. You gotta, do your research. For us, all right. So Millie, prior to August, she was doing contracts in different states where she has her license. So depending on where she got a contract before, we would look around in that area and call ahead. See, hey, do you guys have a long-term stay? For 2 to 3 months. And location, because sometimes it could be an hour away from her facility, or
Okay.
it could be in the boonies. So it was just we researched, we could make our reservation, put a deposit, and then just head there.
right?
Yeah,
For
the
the
one
duration.
thing is depending, like for example, right now in Florida, it's season for Florida
Yeah,
because
'cause all
it's
the
summer
snowbirds-
here.
all the snowbirds come
All the
down.
Canadians and
Yeah.
everyone
Right,
from like the
okay.
northern area comes down here. So our goal wasn't. We were not supposed to be here right now. We were supposed to be heading west.
Okay.
But because the whole pregnancy thing that
Right.
happened, I had to stay here for the
Doctor's
doctor's appointments
appointments
and
and-
stuff like that. And we were like, his mom is coming at the end. I'm like, we'll just stay. But there was no parks available. Every park was like completely
But so sometimes
solid.
and if that happens, you're stranded pretty much, which can be an
Really?
adventure. So luckily
made
we
it an
were
adventure.
we
We camped.
camped in a
We did
that's another
camping for
story.
3 days.
so where do you put
In a
your
tent.
where
tent.
do you put your vehicle?
Well, no, when we were able to put the RV in a parking spot in this campground. They have like an
Okay.
overflow, but no power, no
Okay.
water,
Okay,
no
okay.
sewer, no anything.
Okay.
But you still have to pay the same price.
Yeah.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Or you can just go to like a Cracker Barrel or a
park
Walmart,
it there.
park up for a night or two, and then we
So
have a
you
generator.
so you're allowed to park in the Walmart
It
parking
depends
lot.
on the location of where and what the Walmart says. Yeah. So some allow it.
So
some
do you
don't.
go inside the Walmart and say, "Hey, can I see the
Some
manager?"
people call
and you ask?
ahead. I did that once, and Margaret Miller was like, "Don't ask them, because they're just gonna probably say no." But I was like, "I'd rather ask than start sleeping and they come and kick us out or something." So I asked, and Margaret, they said no. It just depends on where the location is.
So different Walmarts have different.
Yeah, I think it's a city, and they just have some different rules. Like, if people just let out the sewer water if they have a problem like that, they'll just stop it altogether.
So did you learn all? Because I saw also in one of the YouTube videos where you were getting ready to pack up to head on the road. And you went outside and I
was emptying the tank.
You were emptying the tank.
Yeah.
Learning all of that. How did you? YouTube.
I just had to watch videos on YouTube and wow. Luckily we met a few other RVers.
Okay.
Very helpful.
That were helpful.
Nice.
We asked some questions and because there's a community for like everything. There's a community for the RVing, there's a community for reselling, for the videos.
We're trying to be part of both communities, the RV community and the reselling community, and that's how you network with people and you get to know and you learn different things here.
And that's good that people are not holding on to the information.
Yeah,
a
lot of
people are very friendly.
Yeah.
I think one of our biggest fear was to what people are gonna say because technically we're like what do you call it? Well, he's Jamaican, dreads, and I'm the Spanish girl in an RV.
Right.
Technically,
I guess we thought we'd be judged.
We thought,
and also we're young.
You mean from the people in the community?
Especially at the time, the whole thing was going on with the Trayvon Marvin case and.
Because I wanted to ask you about have you experienced any form of racism?
No, thankfully,
that was a surprise.
It's a total opposite.
Yeah, because we thought there's more like retirees that do this.
We thought there was going to be a lot of
white
race
people.
Yeah,
we prejudged.
That's what I am too. Okay. That's what in my head I think those are the type of people.
And I'm sure you can find there's some out there like that, but what we've come across was just a shock to me. Like our first campground that we went to, which was in Pensacola. Right when we pulled up, I just judged the guy. I was like, "Oh my God, we're parking next to this guy. He's an old white guy. He looks like he was in the army. He looks like he's just gonna be,
Right.
So, but he was the first time. Hey, you guys need help? I have this thing for the sewer. He came with his bare. Usually, you have gloves when you're messing with the sewer and stuff. He just came with his hands. And like, let me show you. I have this because it was our first time. And I was like, wow.
Okay.
Like that was a really eye opening, and everyone's always like waving. Better than living in a regular community. Saying hi, do you guys need this? Always, if they're walking a dog.
So that's helped me a little bit because I used to prejudge, so that's kind of helped me to be more open like that. So.
Okay, so we're talking about the judging and that changed for you guys. So security and safety. Because for us, we a lot of us watch a lot of movies and shows that kind of
here was scary.
Things can happen so dark.
How you guys stay safe? Have you had any scary experiences?
Thankfully,
we haven't had any scary experiences.
We have like a little alarm in the back because we do have 2 doors.
Okay.
And you never know. We do have a little, but that's the only security. We don't have any weapons or anything. We just have a weapon and God.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
But we are
thinking
of getting some.
We've also
not even
told,
a gun?
No, we don't even have it. Somebody told don't even get a gun because when you do have the gun, that's when you get into the problems.
Oh, okay.
That's another.
That told us that, but I don't know.
Because
you sleep. You sleep at night.
Very peaceful.
I mean, of course,
and wake up to the birds.
Of course, we try to stay in areas that we know. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We're not gonna. Sometimes we may not have a choice based on time and if we when we make a reservation, we may have to stay in a bad area. But we've avoided that since we've been doing this.
So there was a point when I was trying to get into the camping thing, and I remember when I'd read up a different thing that there were certain areas where they'd say is like a white area, be careful in this area, be careful in that area. How do you know what area
I just
to be careful of? Because there are some areas where it's on alert. I see like on some of the Instagram page, like the Black Instagram page, where they say like.
I think when we went to South Carolina, we were a little bit.
South Carolina is scary.
South Carolina, and when we went to Pennsylvania, we went to the battlefield where the whole history happened there.
try to blend in, like,
There's
hey,
not
hi,
much
how are
blending
you?
in.
You know, just hi, how are you? And I just try to be, you know, as
polite.
nice as polite
Right.
as possible. If someone's gonna, you know, I feel like you.
Kill him with kindness.
Yeah, not even that. Like the energy you bring into like an area that can have a lot of effect on it. If I go into an area like that and I'm constantly worrying about that, or they can see that I have some type of problem, or you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
and they can sense that, or that can be a problem. But we are aware. You know what I'm saying? We are aware,
Okay.
and we kind of try to say, you know, hey, if we don't have to go into that area, we do not. But if we have to, then you know, we just stay alert and. Or
I mean, the only plan we have, if anything was to happen, pull out the camera, pull out the phone, you know, record it, whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
that's something that people has been told us. Oh, you know, be careful. You never know. A lot of things can happen, which is true.
Because I think that has been one thing to hold me back, because I'm always, man, sometimes I read into things too much. And I look at the comments and what people have to say about this area and that area.
I mean, that's something that we should probably even be more cautious about, because you never know. We probably get to we can get comfortable, like, oh, it would never happen to us, or you know what I mean?
Right.
So protection is probably something that we'd probably want to look into.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think now that right before we head west, I think that's one of the main things that we're gonna focus on, trying to come up with a plan.
Right.
I mean, if it's a state that we know that it's more on the red alert, we're definitely gonna drive by there real quick and as fast as we can. You know,
take an alternate route.
Take an alternate route, just like we did through South Carolina, and the whole situation was happening recently, and we were really tired. Because we actually were driving 2 cars at the time when we were driving down from up north. Okay. Because my father gifted me a car.
Okay.
So
nice.
We parked at a Cracker Barrel.
In South Carolina.
And we were like freaking out. And then right next to it, this car with
the Confederate.
It could not be more Confederate. Man. Confederate flags. Even the red light on the bottom. The one on. I mean. Yeah. It was like blown up, and we were like. I was terrified, literally.
Yeah. But we went in and we ate.
We went there. We still went in there. We ate.
You guys are awesome.
We were really sweet. We did. I don't know. I think we
didn't
just.
have a choice.
We put our blankets on. We're like, who cares? Whatever.
Well, I like that you guys were able to see past that.
Yeah, and I think we've even being in these different campgrounds, we meet people from different places, like from Tennessee.
Oh yeah,
and
so
Alabama,
nice.
and places that we think. They wouldn't even talk to us, or
because of the way we look.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. So maybe that's kind of blinded us or blinded me.
Remember
for a little
Santa
bit,
Claus? That guy that we met in Georgia.
Yeah, I mean
that was another one.
We prejudged,
and the guy was like amazing. He looked literally like Santa Claus, the belly.
I mean, thank God we haven't crossed anyone yet because I'm sure that there can be people out there that will, look at us and talk to us a certain way or be rude, but we just keep it moving.
So when you guys go to these campgrounds, out of the both of you, which one's most likely to be the friendliest and start talking to people?
Probably.
Millie? Okay.
Yeah. I was never too social.
Okay.
I'm just now like starting to get out of my shell.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's
I think you do. He's done a pretty good job.
But I usually wait for
them to approach you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not usually like just hey.
The other day you surprised me.
With who? The other vloggers?
Yeah.
But they were young. They were like younger kids.
I was afraid to do it, and he did.
Yeah. Who, me, right?
Yeah.
But that's why I felt more. That's one reason I felt more comfortable. Like to approach them. And I told myself, you know what, I'm gonna approach them because they were vloggers also. So I was like, I'm gonna take that step. I'm gonna get out of my comfort zone, and I did.
Okay.
But she's ready to talk to everyone.
Okay, so she gets that one. Okay, so with the thrifting and looking for the items, who normally finds the best items?
I think we both have our own little niche.
Okay.
I'm good with like clothing brands. He's really good with electronics.
Yeah.
So when we go to a particular store, we both go our separate ways, and then we link up again, and we're like, "Babe, I found this," and then we review it, and then we come to a conclusion.
So she would be better with the clothing, like, and things like that, or
I think I'm better making the decisions of whether we're gonna get the item or not.
Okay.
I think so.
On eBay.
Yeah.
Amazon, maybe
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a cool question. I never thought about that.
About who
Yeah.
finds it. Okay.
Yeah.
But we're a good team, I think.
Next time we should do a challenge.
We should.
Who finds the better
Look,
idea?
we're
That's
giving them
true.
ideas.
Yeah, we're giving blog ideas.
That's a
That's
good
what's
one.
up.
So, okay, so if anyone, is interested in just going out and
I didn't know you were
trying.
going there. I got one more question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's like the wrap up question.
Oh, it is?
Okay.
Pause.
Sorry.
So, how, are you going to do this forever? What about, I know,
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we aren't. I don't know. We don't have a timeline yet of how long we're gonna do this. Like,
Okay.
We're
Right
going
now-
with the flow.
yeah, we're enjoying it. Millie keeps saying, like, we went to the dealership to get this fixed, so they had other RVs there. She was like, babe, we don't need to get a house. We can just do this forever. Just get one of these. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know, because space and things like that. So I see us probably doing this for another
Maybe 1 or 2 years.
Year
Yeah.
or two.
The thing
Okay.
is that in order for us to scale our business the way we want to, we have to have a home.
Okay. For,
We can do
for, like
this.
storing the items and.
Yeah,
If
because
we want to continue to keep working with inventory, there are other avenues that we could take where we don't have to work with inventory,
Yeah.
which we're trying to get into.
Okay.
Because I was like thinking about, in the future, if you want to have kids, and I know you had that whole thing with the pregnancy
Yeah.
the other day, and like, what would that look like? And
Have you come across people raising their kids?
Yeah.
yeah,
RV?
oh
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
there's
think
a
I've-
family that raised 9 kids in one of these things.
Yeah, so they
9
pretty much homeschool them.
Kids.
Wow.
I don't know if we have the
I don't think I have the
patience or the willpower to do that.
We
like-
barely have patience, and we just got a dog. We never had no sense of responsibility of
Okay.
taking care for anything other than us. So this has been like, wow, like I gotta
Yeah.
feed
yeah,
it.
that's okay,
I gotta
that's a
feed this
start.
Because I hear
thing.
you talking about your dog was sick with what? What do you say your dog had?
Some respiratory upper.
Yeah.
We
He has
found
the
out-
flu
We found
and-
out
Yeah.
today that she had that respiratory.
Yeah.
And they're having to
Take
wipe
care.
up his nose and
Yeah.
his pee and
It's like having a baby
right.
Well, they always say that you should, as a couple, take care of a pet
first.
Right.
first, and then you know how both of you are, and then you move on to.
I think this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you were to get pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
you always said we can probably do this for another 2-3 years because the baby
Yeah.
doesn't have to go
Right,
to school till
yeah.
like,
Right.
So
3 or
about 2 or
4.
3.
So you would raise a baby.
I would like
Right.
to
until
have them experience what we have experienced. You know, like I think even up to 3 years old, it's a good age. But it just really depends on where we're taking our business
Right.
and where we want to do. Like,
yeah. So the
You
goal
know.
is to see as much as we can.
Okay. Okay.
And we have some places that we want to visit, in the
Nice.
U.S. and we want to use this as a vehicle to do it. It's
Uh-huh.
all just, we're at a stage now where we kind of want to plan. Or does she take another contract? Or because if she
Okay.
does, then we're in one state for a longer period. But if she doesn't, we can focus more on the business. We can move around more. So those are things that we're actually working on right now.
There's this group, this Facebook group that I'm a part of, and I don't even know how I got into it because I don't have kids.
Yeah.
But it's a traveling group for parents and their kids, and I'm always reading where the parents are going with their kids. But a lot
Yeah.
of them are homeschool kids, and a lot of them pull their kids out of school.
Yeah.
To a friend of mine recently took her whole family. They went to Honduras,
Wow.
and the kids are supposed to be in school right now,
Yeah.
but
Right.
school
But-
can wait.
to be honest, I think the way the school system out is now completely different than what it was probably 5-10 years ago. I don't know. When did you graduate high school?
05.
So did I. So
Oh, you graduated 05?
05. So
Oh,
in our
really?
time we had home ec, we have sewing.
Sorry.
Yeah, 05.
04?
No, you were 03 or I don't know. I'm 05. I don't know.
Sorry.
In that time we had home ec. We had a lot of like how do I say this? Technical stuff that you can still do right after high school and before you finish college. But now most of the stuff are taken off because of
Right.
funds and whatever,
True.
and it's based on testing. So when I look at this family's which I do follow, families that travel with children.
Mhm.
I just enjoy watching and seeing
I do.
how they do things, how do they manage, you know. And even kids with disabilities, I'm like, wow, like, these parents can do this. Like,
And they talk about all of that in the group. I think that's what inspired my friend to say, we're going to take our kids. We're going now. Because I see where she'll ask the question.
I said, which grandma they killed.
So I see her post her question and she'll ask for suggestions. Which hotel should she stay at? Where should she go visit? And they all answer and give her tips and so forth. It is. And I see them going all sorts of places with their kids, you know, everyone in the group. And I'm like, I want that.
Yeah.
You know, I want that. So, you know, I thought it was kind of dope.
When we have kids, hopefully we can still travel.
Our goal is to be able to show them as much as we can.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it could be something that even if you're not doing this full time anymore, it's something you can do on the summer, the whole summer, just travel.
Yeah,
And,
so that's why wherever we buy a house, we'd have to be able to park something like this.
That's
but
one
we
thing
see their families that live, the family of 5 that live in a
smaller one than this.
Smaller than this?
Smaller than this.
And they're traveling the U.S.
Yeah. And they blog their adventures and they homeschool their children. Like, I was watching a blog the other day on a family. They're from Florida, but they travel in an RV smaller than this. And they're like, oh, yeah, today's class is going to be science. And we're going to be going around the park and looking at different insects.
Oh, wow.
And they're picking up all the insects and she's asking them what they are. I mean, that's what science is about.
Yeah,
you know what I
cool.
mean? Like, it was amazing just to see that. I
Those kids are going to do well.
Yeah, like, I thought it was cool. So.
And they have the little homeschooling communities too. So, you know, if you don't necessarily want to do the teaching and they have the communities for that too. So
So back to your question.
Oh, okay. Now you want me to go back to because after you cut me off. Okay. All right. So my question now. So for people out there that want to try something like this or get into maybe even the selling or even the RVing or the traveling.
They're tired of their jobs.
Just they want to do something like this and they just don't know where to start or what advice would you give to people that may want to dive into something different?
I think again, going back to what I was talking to you earlier about, it's not, first of all, you have to let go of all fears.
Okay.
Because fear is going to be your biggest enemy. Fear is going to be there regardless, you know? And then just go for it. No matter what it is, whether it's reselling, you know, you're able to do it. Like, just go for it.
Just go for it.
Just go for it. I think is my main thing. You, babe?
What you
touch up on it?
Kind of, you know, piggybacking off of what you said, going for it. I think that they have to get out of their everyone is going to have to get out of their comfort zone, especially if they want to do something different than what they're doing. Like, if they're unhappy with their job, they got to realize that, they're going to drive themselves insane if they're going to keep complaining about it but not doing anything to change it. So
that's true. Annoying everybody around
so
you.
It starts
right?
with a mindset. You have to make that decision to, change your mindset and take the time to, reevaluate your life and say, hey, this is what I want to do. It's going to be scary at a point. You may lose money, you may lose friends, you may lose
family members may be upset at you, right?
Oh yeah. A lot of people told us we were crazy. Like, why are you doing this or whatever?
But at the end of the day, like, you have to it's your life. You gotta figure out a way to make yourself happy. You gotta get your time back, because man, I was so miserable.
We both were miserable.
I was at miserable. Work and it can be done. Like,
don't get me wrong, I love my job.
Start. Just have to start. You just have to start and stop, having those excuses of you don't have the time.
And one last thing, I think the consistency of whatever it is that you're doing or you do is the main key. Because you can start anything, but because you got other people's opinion, you kind of brought yourself down, and then you stopped doing what you really wanted to do.
That's true.
So I
Yeah,
think
so-
if we would have listened to other people
Opinions,
or
and buy into their opinions.
or be like, but why putting all this buts in front, what are you gonna do, kind of thing, we probably would have never done this.
Right.
We just kind of blocked, put a lot of hater blockers,
Right.
and just went with a tunnel vision and decided.
Well, I love it, guys, and I am inspired by you guys. People like that, they just inspire me. People that are able to just block out what people have to say and just go after their dreams, go after what they're passionate about, it moves me, Even one of our guests that we have on here, she's gonna be hiking the
Appalachian Trail.
Yes, which is going to take about 6
120
months.
days, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
And she's just
Crazy awesome.
she's just doing it. And you ask her why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
That's
Wow.
true.
I mean, I have to
pretty
admit,
awesome.
I'm not the adventurous type. When Candi is telling me this, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And then they did what?
Couldn't find me doing that.
And the truth, but seeing you guys and hearing you guys talk, I definitely understand a little bit better
Right,
the
right.
mindset behind it, and it's probably not going to be for everyone.
Everybody,
It's
right?
not.
You know,
It's really
it's
not.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
for me, I like a little bit more stability.
Yeah, like this, like I
She's
even
dope
mentioned
too.
it.
Like this whole doctor thing that she's going for.
Uh-huh.
Props to her, because I don't have
Like I tell people, like this may not be for everyone,
Right.
This sort of lifestyle, but I mean, there is something else that you can probably do, to get
Right.
your time back or to live the way you want to live.
Right.
how you. So
The
that's
way
what it
you
is. What
choose.
you want to do, not
Right.
doing what someone
Everybody
else
else
tells
wants
you
you
what
to
to do, or
do.
what
Right.
society tells you that you need to do, what your
Exactly.
culture tells you need to do, but doing
Exactly.
what you want to do
I mean,
because
yeah.
you want to do it.
That's what I'm
Exactly.
taking away from this is like, just being able to be brave and step out and do whatever
Right.
it is that you've been thinking you want to do.
Right,
you know?
right, yeah.
I think you guys are awesome.
Yes, yes.
Gotta jump.
Thank you so much. And where can we find you? Anybody wants to check you out? Where do we go?
We're
Well,
all over.
well, yeah, we are on Instagram.
Okay.
At the Flippin Travelers.
The Flippin
We're on
Travelers.
YouTube. We just launched our YouTube channel about 2 months ago.
Yes, guys,
The
check it
Flippin
out.
Travelers.
Okay.
Facebook, we.
Do you hear that? Are
The
they going to
Flippin'
pick up that
Travelers.
sound? Was that a train?
Hold on here.
Hold on, guys.
Hold on, 'cause
Train is
We're on
passing.
location.
We're in the woods with train.
Yes, y'all.
That's
That's
pretty
another-
cool.
We out
That
here in
happened
the
right now.
middle. Yeah.
They didn't believe us. Now they know.
Yeah.
I have to do that sometimes. We were recording a video. Like, all right, guys, hold on. Train.
The train.
Train break.
I enjoy the train. I don't know. It makes me feel like I'm somewhere like in Chicago. I don't know. Something.
Yeah, there's a train by me in Augusta, and but it's kind of annoying because it sounds like it's going super fast, and then you look out the window and it's
Like,
just
still
going.
there.
Like, what is
Like
going
this
on?
one.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, this one sounded like a freight train or something.
Yeah, this one's still going. Okay.
This is a long one.
Oh, they're closing the windows, y'all. I still hear it.
It's not. It's probably at the end of it. Yeah.
That
No.
nothing changed.
The train is pretty much done.
It's done.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so where do we
Instagram,
find you? Yeah,
you said.
Yeah, so
And then-
Instagram at the Flippin Travelers,
Flippin' Travelers.
Facebook at the Flippin Travelers, and on YouTube, the Flippin Travelers.
Travelers.
And
Twitter.
We're building our Twitter right now. It's the Flippin
Flippin'
Travel. Yeah.
Just
The
because-
Flippin' Travel.
Yeah,
Because
because
they-
they're so weird with how many letters you
Yeah.
can have.
We had
and
that
so I was
issue
like,
too.
man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we had to cut it
So-
short.
Yeah.
Okay.
So later on, once we were able to we really get a handling, with the social medias, we'll be able to get other platforms.
Okay.
What are the other ones Snapchat and?
Oh yeah.
Well,
Well, you
Snapchat would
were
be
you
good
were on
for-
Snapchat for a while,
Yeah,
weren't you?
personal. Yeah.
Oh, your
But it
personal
was hard to manage
Snapchat,
Snapchat and do the Insta
I can't
stories
even be
and
on my own
Instagram.
personal Instagram. It just takes so much
It
work.
does take a lot of
It takes a lot
It
of
work.
takes
work.
advertising
So-
and promoting for yourself. It takes, but
We have to still.
you have to do it.
You
know?
do,
So
yeah.
those are where you
I've
can
realized that when you have these different
She's in
things,
charge of our social media.
Yeah, it's a lot. It takes
it's
time.
a lot.
It
It
is.
is.
Takes time.
So
Yeah, so that's where you guys can find us.
Yes.
Yeah.
So guys, please follow them, like them, watch their videos.
Please.
You know,
Yes, check
buy
out
their
the
stuff
support.
online.
Yeah. So
Yes.
like, yeah, we're still starting like to grow. So,
Yes.
Okay.
You know, don't go to YouTube and think like, oh, we thought they were this big channel.
Well,
We're just
you
growing,
know,
guys.
really?
We're just growing.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
Don't
You
be.
gotta start somewhere.
Y'all gotta
Yes.
start somewhere.
So thanks for having us in our home,
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Thank you guys for having us.
Alright.
We
Bye.
felt special. We're like, well, we're gonna have an interview. This is our first interview, so we're like, wow.
Yay! So don't forget us when you
Oh, we
guys-
will.
when they're
It's our
big.
first
Come on.
When they
interview.
get really
Family.
big.
No, of course not.
Okay.